Question and answer 105. Performing recitations for exams. Question: Dear Masterlu, my son will be taking his exams soon. How shall we recite Buddhist scriptures? What shall we do on the day of the exam? Answer: First of all, students must properly prepare for exams by studying hard. The following should be included in the daily recitation before the exam. 1. At a minimum, recite the Great Compassion Mantra 7 times, the Heart Sutra 7 times, and the Kandi Dharani 21 or 49 times. The student can say the following prayer: May the greatly merciful and greatly compassionate Guanyinpusa protect and bless me, full name, and help me to have my wishes fulfilled, to have the exams go smoothly, and to achieve academic success. 2. Generally, the recitation of the 88 Buddha's Great Repentance can be reduced to once per day, about 3 months before the exam, in order to avoid the activation of karmic obstacles, which may affect the student's performance in exam. 3. 1 month before the exam taker can also recite the 功德宝山神咒 49 times a day, and pray to the greatly merciful and greatly compassionate Guanyinpusa for protection and blessing, helping them to transform the good deeds they have done in the past into merits and virtues in the present, and to have the exams go smoothly. It's also recommended that you make vows and perform life liberations. If you sense the presence of karmic creditors, it's best to recite little houses as soon as possible and address them to the karmic creditor of the exam taker's full name. If the exam taker does not have sufficient time to perform all the recitations, the exam taker can begin by reciting the Kandi Dharani 21 times per day. Family members can help too, but the effect will be significantly reduced if family members perform all the recitations, while the exam taker does not recite at all. As the exam approaches, you can burn some self-cultivation record forms, the yellow paper on which you recorded the scriptures you have recited for self-cultivation purposes, of the Great Compassion Mantra, the Heart Sutra, or the Kandi Dharani. Generally, you can burn the forms 3 to 4 days before the exam. It's best to avoid burning them on the day of the exam. However, if you think you are fully prepared, you can start to burn 1 or 2 maximum of those forms each week, starting 1 month before the exam. The day of the exam is also very important. The exam taker can wear a Guanyinpusa pendant around their neck and wear clothes in the same color as their totem. Most importantly, the following recitations should be performed. The exam taker should recite the Great Compassion Mantra 7 times in the morning. Once the exam taker arrives at the exam venue, family members should continuously recite the Heart Sutra and the Kandi Dharani for the exam taker, and pray to Guanyinpusa to protect and bless them, grant them wisdom, and help them successfully pass the exams. Before the results are released, there is still room for the outcome to be changed. Hence, you can still maximize your chances of success by continuing to recite the Kandi Dharani. Generally, you can recite it 108 times a day. You can also burn the self-cultivation record forms as usual. Generally, you can burn a maximum of 2 self-cultivation record forms each week. Use those that contain 272 times of recitation. You can also recite the 功德宝山神咒 49 to 108 times each day. If the mother is praying for better academic results for her child, the key is to follow the 3 golden Buddhist practices of Yin Citta: recite sutras and mantras, make vows, and perform life liberations. In other words, one should perform meritorious deeds, make great vows, and perform more life liberations.